So see here, today I want to explain a very, very important topic that is known as types of CSS. So let me tell you, there are, or I can say we have three types of CSS. First one I can say inline CSS. Second one I can say internal CSS. Third one we have external CSS. So these are the three different types of CSS we have. And one more thing I want to tell you, internal CSS is also known as embedded CSS. Embedded CSS. And external CSS is also known as separate CSS. Okay. Okay, sir, we got an idea. There are three types of CSS are there here. But can you please tell me in which situation we need to go with inline CSS? So now I will take first one, inline CSS, and I will explain to you people. So let me say, if we want to apply unique style on single element, then we need to use inline CSS. So remember that point here. When to use inline CSS, you know, suppose if I want to apply the style on single element means only one element, only for one element. That time we need to go with inline CSS. Next is what here? Inline CSS we can achieve by using style attribute. What attribute? Style attribute. Did you remember? I told you in HTML also, wherever you see style, it is a what? CSS. So which CSS it is? Inline CSS it is. So with the help of style attribute, we can achieve inline CSS. So now I will give you one simple example to you so that you can understand easily. So now you can see there is a one body is there here, body. And here I am writing H1. I wrote H1 tag. And let me say this is heading tag. This is HTML code. And now you can see this when I do refresh. What is coming? This is heading tag is coming. But I want to apply the style to this element. I told you yesterday, element means opening tag, closing tag, content. That is known as what? Element. So I want to apply the style on this. To apply the style, we need to take which attribute? Style attribute. I told you yesterday, attributes always we need to declare in opening tag only. We are declaring in opening tag. And here I am telling color, colon, blue. What's the color I have taken? Blue color. Semicolon. Then I am taking background color. I am giving yellow. Save this. And now you can see the magic refresh. So this is known as which element? Inline element. It will applicable only for that element only. Sir, I didn't understand, sir. Particular to that element means what? Can you explain me with the second example? Yes. So now you can see here, I'm going with example 2. In example 2, you will understand with more clarity. Now you can see here. Here I am writing color blue. Semicolon. I am taking one more H1. This is heading tag 1. This is heading tag 2. This is heading tag 3. So here I am taking color as what? Blue. Here I am giving background color as what? Yellow. Background color as what? Yellow. And here I will say text align. What I need? Center. So tell me, blue color will come only for which one? H1 only. Only for H1. Tag 1 only it will come. and background color yellow will come to the second tag, and text align center will come to the third tag here. So now you can see this. Refresh. So tell me, it is applicable only for one element only, na? One element. For every element, you write separate style. Sir, I have 4 H1. Write separate style attribute. It is one per element. So that is what the story I want to tell you about inline CSS. But you know very well, inline CSS is not good actually. In the companies, we are not working with inline CSS. So now what I want to do now, I want to go to the next one, internal CSS, which is also known as embedded CSS. So when to use internal CSS, you can see here. If you want to apply unique style on single web page, then we need to use internal CSS. So remember, internal CSS is applicable for single web page, entire web page. Web page means, for example, this document, this HTML document is known as one web page. So, okay, sir, we got an idea. When we want to apply unique style on a single web page, then we need to use internal CSS. Internal CSS we can achieve by using style tag. Okay, using what tag? Style tag. And you know very well, a style tag must be declared inside which tag? Header tag. So don't ask me tomorrow, sir, what is this internal CSS? Suppose if you want to achieve internal CSS, we need to take the support of style tag, not style attribute. So now I will give you an example to you with more clarity purpose. So what I'm going to give you, I will go here and I will keep here H1 tag. And here I will say this is heading tag. And now what I need to do, I need to go to the what? Header. Here what I should write? Style. Style I should write here. And what is the name of my selector? H1. H1 is my selector. Now I can say color, I will say what? Red. Background color, I need what here? Cyan. Text align, I will take what here? Center. So now see this automatically. That will come with what? Red color, cyan, center. So you tell me, inline is good or internal is good? Internal is good. Now, why internal is good? I will tell you the speciality. You will not understand in this example. Example means second example you need to understand. Assume that what I'm gonna do now. Here I am writing few more H1 tags. H1 tag 1, H1 tag 2, H1 tag 3. Do you know in inline CSS, for every tag we wrote style attribute, style attribute, style attribute. But here how many H1 tags, how many selector we are writing? Only one selector. Means in a single web page, how many H1 tags are there? All H1 tags comes with that style only. So total how many? In a single web page, how many H1 tags? 3 tags. And how many will get the same style? 3 tags. But what happens in inline? We need to write separately. For H1 separately, H2 separately, H3 separately, because inline is applicable only for one element. But internal is applicable for entire web page. Entire web page means how many tags are there inside that web page. For all the tags, we will get the what? Same style only. Understood my point here now? But sir, in my classes, more and more I am giving examples on inline CSS only. Do you know why? Why? Because here in a single web page only, in a single file only, we can maintain CSS code and HTML code. So there is no confusion in understanding the class. But remember, in the real time, we never use inline CSS also. In the real time, we never use inline CSS. We are using external CSS. We are using in the real time. Understood my point here now? So don't ask me tomorrow, sir, there are 3 different types of CSS we have. Which CSS we need to use in a company means external CSS. So now what I will do now, I will go to the next one that is known as what here? External CSS, which is also known as separate CSS. So now you can see here, what is external CSS, you know? If we want to apply, unique style on a, on a entire web page, or I can say on an entire website, then we need to use external CSS. Nothing but external CSS supports global change. So let me say external CSS supports what here? Global change. Why it will support global change, sir? I will tell you, sir. I will tell you. See here, in external CSS, we need to create 2 files. We need to create 2 files. Okay, 2 files we need to create. That is .html file and .css file. A .html file contains HTML code and .css file contains CSS code. And one more thing it is, we need to link CSS file with HTML file, HTML file by using link tag inside header tag. So many people, they don't know about external CSS, sir. So remember, external CSS means, I will tell you. Assume that you are creating pages. This is one page. This is another page. And this is what here? Another page. Let's say this is nothing but a.html. This is nothing but what? b.html. This is what? c.html. Total how many HTMLs? 3 web pages. HTML is nothing but web pages. 3 web pages we created. And what do we do for every? For what we will do, we are not mixing CSS here. We are not mixing. So now I will take one separate file. I will take one separate file here. And this is known as what here? .css file. Which file? .css file. And this file we will attach with HTML files. We will attach with HTML file. That is also known as link. We will link that CSS file with HTML file. Or let me say, we need to attach CSS file with a .html file by using what tag? Link tag. So now tell me, now assume that here h1 tag is there. H1 tag is there. Header. Assume that. Here also h1 tag is there. Here also h1 tag is there. So in CSS, I will write which selector? H1. And I am writing color should come what? Blue. So tell me, everyone will come what? Blue color, blue color. Tell me, it will change in one page or it will change in entire pages? It will change in entire pages. Focus here, everybody. Last row. So here, focus, you can focus here. So main important thing is you are making the changes in CSS file. So automatically it is reflecting to HTML, remaining HTML files it is reflecting. So tell me which one is better? External CSS better. Nah, in the companies we are working with external CSS only. So that's why I'm telling here, what I'm telling, see here. If you want to apply unique style on a entire website, by doing or by just by doing a single change, then we need to use external CSS by doing a single change. So now what I will do, okay sir, we got an idea. So I will give you an example to you people. I will go with index.html file and I will create my CSS name as mystyles.css file. You can keep any name, but majority of the times we have seen everyone prefer to use mystyles. This is mystyles, mystyles.css. So tell me total how many files we need to create? 2 files. ACs are on or off? Okay. So everybody now focus here. So what I was telling, we need to take one HTML file, one we need to take what? CSS file. We need to take CSS file also. So now what we are going to do now? See here everybody. Here I will go to my program here. I will remove this style here. Here we have what here? Body. So now you can see here. This is the header and this is the body. Save this. This is CSS only. Now what I want to do now? I want to go to the file, new. Here I want to make it CSS. So what I will do, file, save as. In the same location. Where location? Practicals only. My styles.css. Okay, I wrote like this. So now what we need to do here? First we need to add the link. See this. Add external CSS. How to add external CSS? See this. We need to take what tag? Link tag. Relevant to style sheet. Relevant to style sheet. Here we should say href is equal to mystyles.css. Just close. So now I am telling, whatever this external CSS is there now, this is my external file. Okay, sir, what we need to do next? Now, I will comes to the what here guys. H1 tag I am taking, H1 tag. I am telling this is heading tag. So see this, you do refresh. Okay. So now what we need to do? Here I will go to the what here? mystyles.css. So mystyles.css, what we need to do? I want to go to the body first. So body means what we need to do. See here, I am taking what color? Background color. I am taking what here? cyan. Then I am taking what? H1. H1 I am giving what here? Color I am taking what? Blue. Yes. Color I am taking what here? Blue. So even I want to make it text align, what I want to make it? Center. So tell me to whom I wrote here? For body and H1. For body and H1 I wrote here. Now you see this, save this. Refresh. Body is coming what? Cyan. And H1 is coming what? Blue center. So it is coming with what here? Blue center. So tell me, which one is better actually? External CSS is better. So whenever you are practicing, please practice external CSS more and more. But remember, as I told you in my classes, I'm giving lots of examples on inline CSS only, because I want to keep CSS code and HTML code in the same place. Understood everybody till here? Everybody got an idea? Okay.